as far as polls, I kind of came to the conclusion at the end of the year of like, I just got indifferent. If they wanted to move on, move on. Like I'm not tied down to Ryan Poles emotionally at this point. But if I wanted Ben Johnson all the way. So if Ben Johnson comes here and wants to work with Ryan, great, no problem with that. I don't want Ryan Poles to impact your ability to get Ben Johnson. Clearly, it did not. So I'm cool with him being here. I think there's been some hits. I think there's been a lot of misses. So I'm kind of with you. Like toward the end of the season, I was like, I'm kind of out on this guy. But if you get Ben Johnson, he wants to work with him, I'm fine with it. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think the jury's still out. I do think he's probably learned from some mistakes. He's only 38, 39 years old, still a young executive. But I do think it's clear that Ben Johnson has input on roster decisions, and B, he should. Because the way it was going before, it was too spotty and too, you don't want to use the word cheap, but polls, especially in free agency, seem to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to be the smart guy in the room and find the best value signing. It's like it's okay to just spend money on somebody, right? Like you don't want to be reckless, but I think this offseason, yeah, they threw some money out. They probably overpaid a couple of guys, but no one they brought in, and none of the contracts are so egregious where you're like, if it doesn't work, it's going to bury you. Like, I just checked next year, they still have like $65, $70 million in projected cap space. Like, they are still flexible moving forward. So, long-winded way of saying, let's see this play out a little bit longer. I have more faith in Ben Johnson than I do Ryan Poles, but he's willing to work with Ryan. And, if he's willing to work with him, I'm fine with him being here. I'm kind of indifferent at this point in time.